Good morning, beautiful souls. Welcome to another video. This is a little bit different of a setup. I'm trying just the flat table view. So I really quickly before I start, I do want to apologize in advance. Although some of you probably won't mind, but my cat Teddy will most likely try to climb up here at some point. So if that happens, just don't pay him any mind. But so we're gonna start with some oracle cards from the herbal astrology deck. We have completion, which some of you might be feeling this energy of completion since the Scorpio full moon. If you're watching this in the end of April 2024, then that is what has just happened. But you may be feeling this energy like a chapter has ended in your life and it's time for something new. You may have found yourself being almost like fed up with something in your life, and it's like a nerve has struck and suddenly it's time for a new start. We have Damiana, the beloved. So some of you might have had a completion in a relationship, a completion in a friendship even. Some of you may be going through like a twin flame energy, where maybe someone you've pursued has kind of run away. I know that isn't all twin flame dynamics, but it could be this energy of like betrayal, or like I said, the energy that something has come to an end, or you're feeling like something needs to come to an end. It could also be a business partnership, so keep an open mind, whatever you are like committed to, right? The Damiana card really relates to something you're committed to. All right, so we have two more cards. We have Palo Santo, Guardian. And we have Kava Kava in the reverse, which in the upright is community. I don't normally read these as reversals, but it could be that some of you are moving from an energy of like being around others to coming to a place of solitude. It could be that your angels and your guides are asking you to kind of come out of hermit mode a little bit. Maybe something has ended that has caused you to be kind of isolated and you feel alone, you feel like separated from your friends, your family, the world maybe, but it's time to kind of emerge anew. But with the Guardian card, it has this energy of like seeking wisdom, seeking understanding, seeking mentorship or wisdom, either from those in your life or from a source, from your spirit guides, whatever you feel connected to. And let's see if anything else wants to come out. We have cannabis, detachment. So again, this could be that some of you are already in an energy of detachment, or you need to have an energy of detachment. So even combining with these cards, I feel like if you have come to an end of a relationship, whether it's a family relationship, whether it's a friendship, something that maybe you poured a lot of emotions and a lot of energy into, and now it's like it's come to an end, or you're separated, or it just feels really heavy. There's an energy of like detaching from that for your own sake, right? So some of you might be in this energy where you want it to kind of come back together, and you're trying so hard and you're putting so much energy into trying to restore a relationship. But the detachment card is really this reminder for us to kind of step away and stop trying to control the outcome. A lot of us struggle with control and struggle with this energy of trying to do too much, trying to navigate this life by our own direction. And sometimes it is necessary to kind of take the reins and go, but other times you have to have an energy of surrendering. And that's really what the detachment card kind of leans into. It's completely and utterly surrendering. You see the imagery of let me see if it, hopefully it clears up a bit. But he has this energy, or he or she, the being has this energy of almost like releasing completely, like completely coming out of themselves and just merely existing, right? So this might be something that you are feeling called to embrace in your life. All right, so I am going to shuffle some tarot cards really quickly to kind of clarify these cards. Oh, here comes Teddy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have the Fool in reverse, and we had the Lovers. Now this was actually, I think I picked it up wrong because it fell. But we have the Fool in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. So for some of you, this is a confirmation to not go back to that energy, right? That relationship ended for a reason. It came to an end, for a purpose, and it's no longer the time to pursue it or to chase after it. Okay? I guess we're gonna have to coexist with Teddy here. I really don't mind. I hope you all don't mind as well. He's just really just chilling. All right, we have the Two of Swords. So again, with this energy of like not having a choice, not feeling like, I don't know, like you're confused. You don't know which way to go. This could, for some of you, this could have been a long-term relationship or just a relationship that had a lot of ties, had a lot of energy in it. And now that it's come to an end, you feel lost. It's like you spent so much time with this person, for example, or you told this person so much about yourself. You were so vulnerable with them, and now it's just ended. And it's like, well, where do I go from here? What do I do now, Some of you may be called to go internal, go into hermit mode to heal. Healing is a continual process. Definitely don't expect that if you jump into a new relationship or a new friendship that all of a sudden the wounds are going to heal. That is simply not the case. But you are allowed to heal as you're in another relationship. So don't isolate yourself to the point where you're completely and utterly away from everyone else. You may feel called to, and if you're called to, then do so. There's a lot of revelation, a lot of things that are revealed in that time. When you kind of just go within, and it could be a few weeks, it could be a few months, but you may also feel called to go within for just a little bit of time and then go back out and spend more time with the people in your life. Alright, let me see if anything else. So we have the Seven of Swords that came out in reverse. This energy of honesty, things coming to light. So it could be that hidden truths are revealed. It could be that concerning this past relationships, perhaps things come out that you didn't know about, or that it was known but now it comes to the light. We have the Justice card as well. So again, this energy of like things that were done in the darkness coming into the light. And it could be for your benefit. It could be for the sake of, even thinking about the other two cards, this has an energy of almost divorce, or an energy of kind of, like I did say betrayal before, but this energy of like having been betrayed, which interestingly enough is what the 10 of Wands in reverse signifies, betrayal. But it's really like also walking away, right? So in this time, you are choosing to walk away, to journey forth, and a part of you might be a little bit stagnant or stuck because of an energy of nostalgia, but it's a negative kind of nostalgia. Like, you may be trying to think of all the good times or the good emotions, and those might be the things that are coming up for you, especially with Mercury retrograde. However, it is very, very, very important that you keep a clear mind concerning this. For some of you, this might be a parent, a co-parent, as in, like, if you're a mother and it's your husband, it's the father of your children or the mother of your children, and it just feels like losing this person is very ungrounding for you, very unstable, very, it just breaks down the whole foundation that you've tried to build. And although you're trying to hold on to good memories, maybe for the sake of your children, again, it's important to set the boundaries of knowing, there were good times, having the compassion and the empathy and allowing yourself to enjoy and remember the good times, but also recognizing that the bad may not necessarily outweigh the good in the situation. And of course, this varies for everyone. Everyone has different levels of forgiving, or maybe what you've gone through may be more extreme or less extreme, but it's all up to you, of course, how you respond. But setting a boundary with yourself where you can perhaps recognize the good times that you had, but also be mindful of the reason that maybe you separated, or being mindful that you may not necessarily want this person in your life. You may stay friends, you may be okay with being friends, but it's no longer about trying to live in the past. So we have the Five of Cups in reverse, this energy of acceptance, right? So you've probably gone through a loss. For some of you, this could also be a death. You may be widowed now, and of course, accept my condolences for that, but it could be that this person is quite literally no longer in your life, or they have walked away from the relationship, or whatever has happened. But this energy of acceptance is really an energy of healing. It's, you've gone through the motions of grief, you've gone through the energy of kind of struggling through and dealing with all the emotions, and the emotions are still going to be there. I always tell people, keep feeling. Don't stop yourself from feeling just because it's uncomfortable. We have to feel through things a lot of the times. Like, personally for me, I went through a very big disappointment the past few days ago, and I actually made a video about it, but it was a huge disappointment to me. And even though at first I was calm and I was like, okay, it is what it is, there was anger and a sense of betrayal, and I was super upset because it just felt like everything I had seen, every synchronicity, every sign, every, kind of vote of confidence that I had received that I would get this thing, all of a sudden it was like, well, universe, what was the point of everything I went to get through this, right? And I had like a day and a half, 2 days of just heaviness, and I felt weak, I felt angry, I felt despondent, I was apathetic. I was just reading, really, which brought my joy back because I really enjoy reading when it comes to like fantasy books and stuff, and I recently got back into a series that I kind of stopped reading for a bit. And slowly but surely, the sense of joy, the sense of hope came back into my life. And of course, that's a very short span of time. However, for some of you, this is a deeper grief. This is something that maybe has been years of your life, has been months, and it's not going to be an instantaneous sense of, okay, this is done and we're moving on. It's always going to be there, but coming to the point within the grief, within the loss, where you accept it and are willing to move on, or have the intention that you are going to quote unquote stay strong, or you know, keep your head up or keep moving. You can still feel through those emotions. You can still show those emotions. I'm never going to say not to. Like, to say we're in a society nowadays where you have to hide your emotions, it's not really the truth anymore. We're growing, we're changing, we're evolving. However, it's kind of like a duality, like a balance between the grief and the acceptance, the loss and the acceptance, and being able to maintain that as you move forward. All right, and then we have the Queen of Wands, and I truly think this is going to be the final card. Queen of Wands, this energy of coming to the end and being ready to just go with the flow, being ready to go after what you want, being ready to accept a brighter future, being ready just to make new decisions, take new steps. All right, so this is like the ultimate fulfillment card. It's this energy of nurturing, this energy of magic in your life. So this really feels like a story that has unfolded here with these cards, but it is really time to step into this new light in your life, to have hope again, to, you know, have the energy for action and going after what you desire. Whether it be maybe picking up a new hobby, going after a new career, but there's an energy of newness, an energy of change, and I really want to encourage you to go after that. Despite what you may be feeling, despite all the energy of these other cards, go after what you want, and don't let fear, don't let sadness or despair or grief hold you back from living in your highest purpose, in your highest truth, in your highest joy. So that is all I have for you all today. I did forewarn you that Teddy was going to interrupt, and he did. But I hope that this message has blessed you, and I thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in the next video.